What's this? Another upload and it hasn't been a month already? Oh my gosh! Yep, that's right, it's PSH07 and I've got another battle for you guys. So this team, if you might have noticed from the thumbnail, is it's Mono Johto. And so this is actually a series I'm going to be doing with a Mono Johto team, because I was in Super Mario Pokes Mono Region tournament, and I really liked this team, you know, even though it totally, like, it can crush other teams and it can get crushed. Like, you'll see the full spectrums of it throughout this series. So yeah, anyway, talking about the battle, I've got a Xatu here that can just wall the crap out of this Crobat, and he still hasn't switched yet. So I'm doing my stuff, things like setting up Tailwinds and using Wish, and I just happened to press U-turn on the right turn that he switched out into his Espeon. So he just got like a lot of damage done to him. I send out my Raikou, threatening him with the Shadow Ball, but he predicts it nicely and goes into Miltank. So I'm gonna have to switch out because Raikou is choiced. Anyway, his Miltank goes for a Toxic on the switch, but he didn't think I would switch into my Xatu apparently, because he just Toxic himself. That's okay, he's got Heal Bell. He's not too worried about Toxic. I'm just gonna do my thing again, set up the Tailwind and Thunder Waves. He's gonna try and do some Seismic Toss, but you know, Wish, and I can Thunder Wave him, get Parahacks. He's not gonna be able to take down my Xatu along with the Miltank. So I'll switch out Mahi in here to get some Leech Seed up on him, you know, maybe force a switch. And then, let's see, what moves does this guy have? I'm trying to remember if Mahi had Toxic or not. These were like a while ago. Anyway, he's got like Leech Seed, Dragon Tail, I think, to phase out people, but I might want to switch that out with Roar, because Dragon Tail doesn't switch out substitutes. But Dragon Tail does work through Taunt, so it's like, I don't know, they both have their good sides and they both have their bad sides, but I see substitutes a lot more than I see Taunt. Anyway, U-turn's going on that Celebi. I don't think it did as much because he has a Reflect Up still, but I'm not exactly sure. You know, Entei's really going to threaten him with that Flare Blitz. Not sure why he stayed in. I'm guessing he just didn't have anything to take it, but he had a Miltank. I mean, if that thing had thick fat, that would have definitely been able to take it alright. So there we go. He sets up another Reflect and another Light Screen. I'm just like, hey, it doesn't matter, you know, Xatu can take anything you've got. And he uses Morning Sun to get the rest of his health back. I'm just gonna go for a U-turn and switch out into Entei, I believe, because he's a physical guy, he hits really hard. I mean, if this thing is max defense, it might be like a 2 or 3 hit KO, but still, I've got to do what I can. So I go for an extreme speed just because, like, Espeon's really fast, and I didn't know if his Psychic would take me out or not, so I just kind of wanted to get damage in on him. But since it didn't take me out, I'm like, alright, I'll save Entei for later. And I could use a Wish and like get his health back with Xatu later on. And so we've got little Espeon and Xatu Showdown. You know, they're just like staring at each other, and Xatu's like, I'm out. And he U-turns out, going back into Raikou. Gonna try and go for the Shadow Ball again, but I should have just went for like R-Sphere predicting Miltank, because it was pretty obvious what I was gonna do. Anyway, Xatu, he really just walls a lot of the stuff on this guy's team. Like, it was pretty much the bane of my opponent's existence, if you would, during this whole battle. So then he shows out his own Raikou, and I'm just thinking, oh cool, another guy that uses Raikou. And this thing is named Speed Demon, so I'm guessing that it's Choice Scarfed, because why else would it be? And plus he's only using a Shadow Ball. But as long as he doesn't get a special defense drop, I can stay in here and take these Shadow Balls as long as I want. Gonna get up Leech Seed to help me survive more, and I'm gonna go for the synthesis on the switch, I believe. Yes, yes. So he sends out a Heracross, and I'm like, oh crap, Mega Horn's coming. So I switch out into Suicune, who's pretty defensive and should be able to at least take, you know, like a couple before he dies, and he does. So I'm gonna just get a Surf off on him before I die, since Neptune doesn't really threaten much on his team, and he's just kind of here to take the hits. Finishes me off with a Mega Horn, and now that I know he's choiced into that, I'm going to switch out into Papa. Kill him with that Flare Blitz. Not sure again why he didn't switch into Miltank. I guess it didn't have Thick Fat, maybe it was scrappy, so that it could hit Ghosts with that Seismic Toss. But yeah, so Hidden Power, it's not very effective against Muddy, and I'm like, what? You're not using Hidden Power Ice? So maybe it was Grass then, I guess, to get coverage on those. No, because he's got coverage with Thunderbolt. Maybe it, I don't know, that's weird. Maybe it's just a mishap. But anyway, I see Crobat come in and I'm like, what can wall Crobat? Ah, Xatu. Just send that thing in to annoy the crap out of him. Gonna use the Thunder Wave, because being faster is always nice. Use the Wish. Hopefully he gets a Parahax. Yes, he does. Everything's just working out for me. You know, I'm getting my wishes off, using my Tailwinds. You know the drill by now, people. Xatu is just a wall, alright? I mean, he doesn't have the best defenses, but I don't know, he's just really good. With these kind of builds, I usually like try to make balanced defenses, but I think it would be better for me to either focus on special defense or physical defense, because then he can take like a hit from a really strong physical poke or a really strong special poke, instead of just being able to take mediocre hits from everything. But anyway, Diego's gonna come in. He's probably gonna go for an R-Sphere, because, you know, I'm just so pro like that. He sends in his own Speed Demon, but I went for the Thunderbolt. Oh, maybe I did just go for the Thunderbolt on this Miltank earlier. Yeah, I think I did, sorry. I'm just like spacing out over this match. Meganium's coming in. Gonna probably set up Leech Seed, I believe. Nope, I just Dragon Tail. Switching him out to whatever I want, because he's gonna switch and I'm gonna mess up his switch. Send in Xatu again, just to annoy his Espeon. Going to be doing Tailwind, and you turn out with a Wish, I believe, right? I'm not sure, maybe. Into my Diego. Diego's gonna threaten him out with the Shadow Ball. I think I predict his switch though and go into my own Xatu. But he predicted me predicting his switch. Yeah, I know, it's pretty confusing. And he went to his Raikou. But staying safe, I guess, he went for the Shadow Ball. And it dropped my defense, so I'm like, ah, dang it, now I can't take very many of these. I used the Leech Seed just to, you know, get some extra damage off on him. But should have just gone for a Synthesis, I think. I don't know, the Leech Seed is always helpful, because I can switch in whatever I want, like, say, Fortress. Yeah, we didn't really get to see much of Fortress this battle, just because I was worried about his Espeon being Magic Bounce, so I never really wanted to send him in, unless see, that's why I went for the Rapid Spin there, because I thought his Espeon would come in predicting that he'd like do Stealth Rocks or Spikes, or even Toxic Spikes, you know. That Fortress just has like all the setup moves you can think of. So he starts switching out, I start switching out. There's a lot of switching going on, predicting stuff, taking less damage because you predicted, getting a Wish, going for Hidden Power Ice instead of T-Bolt, and since this guy's timid instead of modest, it doesn't kill. So frustrating. But it's okay, it's okay. So now he sends in his Miltank, who takes really small damage from that Hidden Power Ice, which makes me think he is Thick Fat. So why the heck wouldn't you switch in your Miltank when an Entei is threatening your guy with a super effective fire move? Come on, twice. Now I finally set up Stealth Rocks because I'm just really cool like that, and I'm thinking, alright, he's not switching in his Espeon on my fortress, I might as well just go for it. He taunts, and so I'm like, oh crap, not gonna be able to do much with Rapid Spin, switch out to Diego, go for some T-Bolts, because it's like his strongest move against Miltank. Well, not against Miltank, but against everything on his team, really. Stealth Rocks help make Thunderbolt an easy KO on this guy. I might have won the speed tie if he was timid, but if he's modest, then I guess I just won. Anyway, I would have been able to take any hit he had with that Raikou. And looks like Espeon is his last guy, I think. No wait, yeah, that is his last. So Xatu's coming in to just wall him and get his wishes off and everything. I think he actually kills Xatu, I believe. Nope. Looks like I just keep going. I get my wish off. But he did get a special defense drop. So I wish again, hoping to pass this on to something really cool to finish off the game. And I think that's what I do. U-turn out, gonna send in Raikou, hit him with a Thunderbolt, and that's game. So I moved on to the second round of Super Mario Park's Mono Region Tournament with my Johto team. And if you haven't noticed by now that the other guy was using Johto as well, then I'm pretty worried about your mental intelligence. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the battle. Oh, actually he had his Crobat too, but you know, it doesn't matter, he's gonna die. So yeah, that's the end of the game. Leave a like if you liked. Thanks for everybody who comments on these, and I will see you next time.